Hey everybody, it's your boy Eddie Ed. These are just for the people that like to review how week 7 went. So didn't really like these two. You could go back to my video and I would tell you I don't really touch these games. I told you could go with Appalachian State, but I didn't really like this game at all. I finally told you guys Liberty. Liberty is solid, and it was. Look, this was the first one. I called it 100% right from the beginning. I looked at the matchup. I just saw Liberty could beat Jacksonville State. And it was a good win. It didn't look good in the first half, but it was a good win. UTEP, I went with UTEP over FIU. I told you guys don't go big on it, but when I see this matchup, I knew UTEP was good, so I went with that one. This was my first one that I called really wrong. Sam Houston, after the way they've been playing, I thought they would finally probably get a win against a team like New Mexico, but we saw how that went, so it didn't go good. Again, it followed by another loss, which I didn't like. West Virginia, I thought was the better team over Houston, and it just didn't work out like that. So, but I did call SMU. I told you guys that was one of my guarantees. I called that one very easy, so that was solid right there. I went with Tulane. Also hit that one, covered the spread and everything. I told you guys I don't like Tulane anymore, but at the end, I still think Tulane was the better team over Memphis, even though Memphis had a good chance. I did catch on Tulane as being the better team, but I actually also said I was gonna stay away from it. But it's good to know that my instincts was right on Tulane. They even asked me, what do I like over Fresno and Utah State? I went with Fresno, and you know what I do on my bets. I always change the bets by a point. These guys know how to make point spreads. That's why they did the 5.5 with a hook, and they won by 5. I ended up catching this at 4.5, so I hit with Fresno State. So I just caught it. But like I always say, I don't like games like this. When I bet college, I'm looking for blowouts. I'm not just looking for winners. I'm looking for the ones that are blowouts. Now, Colorado would have been great to take in the first half. I think they were the better team, and they just got demolished at the end. But Stanford is really not a bad team. They're really not, and that's why I didn't go too big on Colorado. I figured they will win this one, but I wasn't too fooled on it. I even told you guys, Colorado's already exposed. It's not a good team to bet on. They're really not. So I called this one pretty good actually. Alabama, I called it from the beginning. I told you guys they never cover. It's good to take them in the first half, but they take their foot off the gas in the second half always, and look what they did. 3 points in the second half, let Arkansas come back. Alabama never covers against decent teams, and Arkansas was decent. I went big with Arkansas, so I covered that one 100%. I even called Georgia. I told you guys Georgia does not cover. I did not like those 32 points. Boom, I hit another one that was really easy. Of course, I took Georgia just to try them out. But at the end, you don't go big on this. So Georgia not covering did not kill me at all. James Madison, I felt was the better team, and I predicted that right. But I didn't go too big because Georgia Southern was a decent team. I should have trusted my gut a lot more. And I did bet James Madison, so I did call that one good. But I knew Georgia Southern might give them a game, but thank God it looks like they're not. So my instincts are really getting polished up. I'm looking at how I'm calling these games, and little by little, I'm learning each time. But believe me, I'm waiting to see what the lineup is gonna come up, and I'm gonna take a look at it in this video just so you can see it. Michigan, now we know they're not good to take in the first half, but their defense is 100%. Look at that, only 7 points they allowed Indiana. So that means if you're gonna take Michigan, they're great to take overall in the overall full game instead of the half. So I predicted Michigan to cover this. This was an easy win for me. That was nice. This one messed me up a lot. I tell you, something about Cincinnati, I thought they were good, but now they're exposed. Now we know Cincinnati's garbage. Because if Iowa State could come in and beat you, and Iowa State is horrible, now we know Iowa State is improving and Cincinnati is just crap. So don't bet on Cincinnati all year. I'm glad this happened now because I've been thinking, what should I think about Cincinnati? And now I know that they're just horrible. If they play a decent team, they're done. They can't win. This one I called 100%. I knew Eastern Michigan was going to beat Kent. You could go back to my tapes and review it. I was like, Kent State cannot beat teams anymore. They're horrible this year. They're barely covering, barely doing 7 to 14 points. They cannot score. Eastern Michigan, go back to my tapes and review it. I even said Eastern Michigan at least knows how to play, and they did. They didn't destroy them, but they freaking covered the 7. I knew that was gonna hit easily. I called Michigan State. They didn't win, but they covered. They covered the line. I just barely hit that, but something told me I'm not too sold on Rutgers. I like Rutgers. They won. I'm glad they did. But Michigan State, I felt was the better team, and I hit on this. So a win is a win. Another win, Ohio State. I didn't like the point spread, but I picked Ohio State to win. I'm glad I covered that. So I went on a winning streak. After I lost the first few games, I've been calling these all right. Boom, I hit Florida State. You can look at my teams. I've been hitting all these. The only reason I didn't destroy them is because I added stupid teams like Louisville and fucking Cincinnati on a lot of my parlays. Those stupid teams are the reason why I'm not up by thousands right now. North Texas, another one that I called right. And covering the points. Boom, Navy again. Just go back and review my tapes if you guys want. I called all these games 100%, except for the few that I've been telling you. Let's keep reviewing Toledo. Toledo's another one that screwed me up a little bit. But on the money line, it hit me 100%. I'm just glad that they won. Because I knew mostly this was a good one on the money line. So I did hit. So I'm 100% on that. Of course, you're not going to go big on Toledo. And 17 is just too many points for a team like Toledo. Toledo's another team that's exposed. They're really not that good. Don't let that 5-1 point spread fool you. Because if Ball State could give them a game like this, Toledo's not good at all. Utah. I also took Utah. It wasn't an easy game to take. But I've never been sold on California. So Utah was another one. I tried them out a few times. And like I said, I could have killed them this week. I just can't believe it was teams like Louisville and Cincinnati that actually screwed me out. Called Akron, right? I knew they weren't going to lose by this point spread. Another team that I chose right. TCU, I took that one also. And even though I don't like TCU, I just had a feeling that they were going to play good. I just had a feeling, and boom, I called that one right. I'm telling you, I was calling these games so good. This one, I don't touch games like this. So I don't even know if I chose Buffalo or Bowling Green. I wouldn't even touch that. I didn't even bet this game. So I don't care about that game. Florida Atlantic, this one I didn't know what to make of it, but now that I see how it played out, now I know FAU is for real because South Florida is not a bad team. Like, they're horrible, but they give people games. And to see FAU whoop South Florida like this, now I got to keep my eye on FAU because I was like, damn, I had a feeling FAU could beat them, but it's not a bet that you could take easy because South Florida's at home. But oh my God, to see this, I love what I'm seeing. It makes me do my decisions easier when I see the lineup coming up. Boom, another one I called right. I went with Florida. Go back and review my tapes. I told you guys Florida, I feel, is the better team. I went with Florida. Look how many teams I've been hitting it back to back. This one is my third one that screwed me. So far we got Louisville. So far we got Cincinnati and Maryland. Maryland destroyed me. It practically killed more than 85% of my bets. That's the reason why I'm not looking at thousands right now. I knew there was a chance that they wouldn't cover the 13, but money line, I went so big on the money line that it's just crazy how Maryland couldn't beat Illinois. I thought Maryland was better, but now, like I said, when I see this, I love it because now they're exposed. Now I know how to size teams up. So I already know Maryland is really not that good because Illinois is really not a good team. Another one. You see, it wasn't many. This one destroyed me too, Kansas. I thought Kansas was a little better, but of course you don't go that big because Oklahoma State is at home, and they've been showing light that they're not that bad. They are 3-2, but I just felt like I picked it right, and I thought Kansas was good. I took them a few times. I told you guys I didn't go that big this week because I wasn't liking how the numbers were looking. I really didn't. I hate 3-point spreads, and look, you could tell they don't cover. So now I know how to size these teams up. So far this is my fourth game that I've called wrong. My fourth. And look how many games we've gone through, guys. This is my fourth one that I've called wrong so far. Let's see how many more I go. You know I took Penn State. I took Penn State with the 42. 42 wasn't easy to take, but I took Penn State. Boom. Miami, Ohio. I knew that one was going to win guarantee. Think I'm bullshitting? Go back and review the tapes. I went big time on Miami, Ohio. This one I went with Oregon. I actually hit this because I caught it at 3.5. Go back and look at my tapes that I won. I actually won taking Oregon because I had them at 3.5 points. A win is a win, guys. The hook saved me on Oregon, and I went big on the teaser on that one too. Tennessee, another one that I called right. I knew Tennessee is not looking that good though. I mean, to see this, I know Texas A&M is a great team, believe me, but I thought Tennessee was a little better. The only thing I do see is that these two teams have great defense. So I love what I'm seeing from them. And it was a hell of a matchup, but I'm glad that I picked it 100%. Boom. Tennessee hit. So I'm glad I took that one good. Troy, another one that I called easily. I knew they were the better team over Army. I wish the ass whipping was a little more. I expect a little bit more offense. But it shows me Troy has a really good defense to shut Army down to nothing. And you know Army can actually score. And to see Troy do that to them tells me a lot about Troy. And I knew 100% Troy was going to beat Army. Fifth one. Fifth one that did damage to my bets, Wake Forest. But not too much, because we all know Virginia Tech has been improving this year. They have been looking good. That 2-4 record doesn't say a lot because they've been covering games and they've been impressive. So this one didn't destroy me, but of course I did try Wake Forest a few times and it did destroy my points. So that's like, what is it, the fifth one I've chose wrong so far? So yeah, Wake Forest damaged me a lot. You know, that one kind of sucked. This one I didn't go big. You know I don't like Wisconsin. I did pick Wisconsin to win. But I didn't go heavy on it. I think I only took Wisconsin a couple of times. I mean, Ohio is definitely a decent team. They're off it. I can't believe how they always go under. Iowa is just so good on defense that they always go under. I actually predicted the under in this game, guys. So this was actually really good, how I see the outcome, because it shows me that I'm right on when it comes to my picks. And now it shows me a lot that Wisconsin really isn't as good as not that I thought, but Iowa is still up there as a good team. They're really good. They just have no offense. That's the only bad part. Ohio, I've always said I'm not sold on this. Go back to review my tapes. I picked Ohio, but I like Northern Illinois. I've always liked Northern Illinois. And boom, I'm glad I chose this one right. Not that I predicted it like that. I actually stayed away from it, but I had a feeling Northern Illinois had a good chance against Ohio because I'm not convinced on Ohio. So that one didn't really kill me at all. UNLV, that was a nice, easy one too. This was very easy to call against Nevada. And Nevada is just horrible. Nevada is just such a bad team. So I chose that one good. So this shows me how good I did today. San Jose State too. I couldn't believe how the first half was because I was like, wait a minute. This is one of my guaranteed bets. Why is New Mexico giving him a game? I'm like, why? But look how it ended up, guys. San Jose was the team that I thought they were. They fucking destroyed New Mexico. Look at that, 52-24. So boom, I was 100% on this one too. I actually chose really good. And we already talked about Louisville. Louisville, I thought they were better than this. Look, they're ranked 14. But that -7, I was like, I didn't know how to read it. I was trying to read it. I know -7s don't hit. They really don't. And I was just like, let me just go because I figure they're the better team. So this one, I already told you guys, this one screwed me up a lot. Louisville did screw me up. Cincinnati screwed me up a lot. Wake Forest screwed me up. So it was only like a handful of teams that screwed me up. But yeah, Louisville did screw me up. But not that much because I know Pittsburgh is a decent team. But Louisville, yeah, I didn't like that one. That one kind of sucked. And Pittsburgh is a lot better than I thought now, you know? So it's good to process this right now. 100%. I knew Arizona. And they had them at the underdog. I went big on Arizona on most of my bets. So I'm glad I took this one, and this was very easy to call. I'm glad that I was right on. This is gonna help me when I make my decisions in the games that are coming. LSU again. I did not lose hope. They were at home. I took that 11 easily. This is another easy game that was easy to call. Kansas State. This was difficult. You see this lineup? I actually went with Texas Tech. I thought they would win. But this one didn't destroy me. And even though I did take Texas Tech, I only took a couple times. Because this Kansas State is Kansas State, you know? This is definitely a coin flip. So you can go back to review my tapes. I will even tell you that this was a hard matchup, man. But now I see Texas Tech is not as good as a lot of people were thinking. And Kansas State, they just have to look for their game. Maybe they woke up and now they're playing like the way I thought they were because they were not covering for me. But to see this shows me, hey, they got a little light in the tunnel now. Now I got to keep my eye on them. This one, something about it. I love Texas State. I'm glad I went 100% on the money line. But I did not expect this outcome. I really thought Texas State was going to destroy Louisiana Monroe. But I always have my precautions too because you got to keep an eye on a new team like Texas State. And this exposes them a lot. This shows they're really not as good as I think because believe me, Louisiana Monroe is not a good team. They're really not. So this tells me a lot about these two teams now. Georgia State, another one. Marshall did screw me up a little bit. I would say they did screw me up. I thought Marshall was the better bet, but something about that point spread, it was making me think so much. I'm like, damn, I know how Georgia State plays sometimes. They are pretty good at home, man. I knew this was like a hard matchup. So now we're going at around 7 games that I didn't choose too good, but of course this one wasn't that hard to predict. This was not. I knew it could have gone either way. Air Force, another one. But like I told you, you guys know I play the money line a lot. Wyoming's not a bad team, so I'm glad I went 100% on the money line with Air Force. At least it's good to see that they do cover. So I did. For me, this was a great game because I hit on the money line. So I'm glad I predicted this one right. Now I know how to size them up. North Carolina, I predicted that right. I actually went with them. Miami looked bad last week, and North Carolina at home just shows you that they're for real. They are a good team, and Miami is really not. Missouri, again, I called that one. That was an easy one for me to call Missouri. That plus 1.5 did not fool me at all. Go back and review my tapes, and you will see I went big on Missouri. I knew Missouri was going to destroy Kentucky because I've been watching these teams. When I get a chance to see how they play, I can size them up really good. I knew Missouri was going to be an easy one. This one, please review my tapes again. I even said it. The money was 79% on USC. I even took USC, but I also told you guys, I'm not going to go big on this. I'll try them out, but something is telling me that Notre Dame is going to win. That -3 just said it. It was oozing out that they were going to win. But of course, you cannot bet it. Like, I would not bet it. I wouldn't put all my money on Notre Dame. But that point spread, oh my God. I go back to my tapes, like I said, go review it. And I knew there was trouble written all over this, especially when everybody was putting their money on USC. The majority of the money was on USC, but like I said, go back and review my tapes. I even said it. If Notre Dame wins, damn, Vegas fucking knows the future. They really know the future. 'Cause how you gonna put Notre Dame at a -3? That was an impossibility. It's just freaking crazy. I know they've beaten them in the last like back to back to back, but USC was just a monster this year. And for them to have the confidence to put them at a -3, why do you think all the money went on USC? Who's not gonna bet USC at a +3? But I saw it. Why? Cause you gotta. I'm a master at reading the point spreads. USC did not kill me. I tried them out, but I'm also know how to stay away from certain games. This one, I told you had danger written all over it. So I actually did great this week in predicting these Lions. Duke was very easy to pick. I just thought they were still the better team. I went with Duke big time. There's not much to say about that. Another one I called easy, UTSA. I even said that this was the better team. When I see this matchup, I knew UTSA was going to win. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I do not know how I did not destroy these guys, and it was because of those 6, 7 teams that I didn't choose right. That was just crazy. This was an easy one for me. I took go review my tapes again, like I said. Oregon State at home, their defense the way it is, you cannot mess with defense. A team that has offense and defense is very hard to beat. UCLA, we know they have offense, but they have no defense. That's why Oregon State was able to do what they've done. This was a very easy one for me to call. This one, oh, this was a beauty. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I actually thought Boise State was the better team, but I told you I was done on Boise because they didn't win for me a few times. And Colorado State. So this one did not kill me. This is the one that gave me my win. This is the one that gave me my 19 parlay, which I hit on Colorado State. But this game was I don't really bet games like this. When I saw this lineup, I wasn't this one didn't destroy me. Got me my money, but it didn't destroy me like I said. And San Diego State, I just thought they were the better team. They did cover. But I don't touch games like this either. But it's good to know that I did pick the right team. So that was a recap of this. So now what we've all been waiting for. Let me just give you a preview of what's coming up and how I feel it. And I love it when I see when I don't see point spreads. Now I'm looking for 100% money line. This is what I'm looking at. I'm gonna put. I'll probably even put $80 from what I got left from that 100 on a beautiful money line bet. Now here we go right here. Liberty. Liberty's playing too good. 100% Liberty wins, and has the potential to cover these 12-point spreads. I do love Liberty a lot. I love it 100%. South Alabama against Southern Miss. I like South Alabama. Has a very small chance of covering. 100% they're going to cover, though. They're going to win the money line. 100% I'll tell you, they're going to win the money line. Do they cover the 16? They got a 70-80% chance of covering. That's how good South Alabama is. I feel they got a good chance. This is going to be high scoring. That's why you see it at 62. Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State. I'm going with Western Kentucky. I think they're the better team. Jacksonville State got exposed this week. They're not as good as people have been thinking. I'll tell you right now, Western Kentucky wins this 100%. Ooh, damn. FIU is just horrible. Sam Houston has just been doing me dirty all year. Not really, because they have been winning me on covering games. Um, I'm not gonna call this 100%, but yeah, I'm going Sam Houston. I'm going Sam Houston all the way. I don't think FIU has even a chance to beat them, but Sam Houston did disappoint the shit out of me this week. So just to call it, I do call Sam Houston. I think they're gonna cover this. New Mexico State. I love how they played. They played really good this weekend coming up against Sam Houston. UTEP. I wish I would have seen the game. I wish I would have seen the game. I know they won. They did win. I'll probably just stay away from this matchup. I don't like matchups where they could go either way, so I'll stay away from it. Ooh, 100% James Madison Dukes. Oh yeah, they're gonna destroy Marshall. Marshall is exposed. They're not good at all. If James Madison doesn't win this game, I'll freaking stop doing these videos because that means I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I guarantee you, James Madison wins this one. Tulsa and Rice. I stay away from it. SMU, 100% money line. That's gonna cover. That's gonna win 100%. I don't know what the point spread is, but I would take SMU just under 21 points, and it's gonna be under 21. So I'll catch SMU to cover that. Air Force and Navy, they always play each other hard. Navy looked really good in the last game, but at the end, I think Air Force wins guaranteed money line. Whatever point spread it is, they might not have a chance to cover it. I don't know. I don't like these two matchups, but I'll take Air Force on the money line guarantee. Baylor all the way. whatever point spread, 100% Baylor's good. I know Baylor hasn't played good this year, but Cincinnati's just horrible. I think Baylor's gonna destroy Cincinnati. Cincinnati's just so disappointing now. Gotta stay away from this one. Memphis and UAB. I see a lot of points being thrown in this one. This is gonna be a high scoring game. I can't touch it on who's gonna win. It's too difficult. Mississippi State and Arkansas. Yeah, I'll take Arkansas. Arkansas at home. I feel they're the better team. This is a hard matchup though. This is not that easy. But at the end, I will give Arkansas the advantage at home. Ooh, I'm probably gonna go on a big teaser with Penn State. I'll take Penn State at a +16. Yeah, I'll take Penn State at a +16, and I'll take them with the +10. Yeah, I'll take Penn State with +10. It's not an easy game to call, but I don't think Ohio State beats them by 10. I really don't. They do have a chance, believe me. Of course, they have a chance. They're at home. Um, they're good at offense. But I like Penn State more on a +16. That's how I would call this game. I like Penn State at a +16 on a teaser. Ooh, Rutgers and Indiana. I guess gotta stay away from that. Ooh, Oklahoma's gonna destroy UCF. 100% money line. I hope it's under 21. That's another beautiful money line that I could put together. Ohio. They should be good enough to beat Western Michigan. But yeah, like I said, Ohio's already been exposed to. They're not a good team. Shit, Western Michigan even pull an upset, maybe. But I think Ohio at home, yeah, they'll find a way to win. Bowling Green against Akron. Nah, stay away from it. East Carolina and Charlotte. Charlotte's just bad. East Carolina's not that much better this year, but I'll take East Carolina for the win guarantee. Georgia Southern, Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. Ugh. I'll take Georgia Southern. I'll take Georgia Southern. But you saw what Georgia Southern just happened to them this weekend. I'll probably just stay away from this game. Buffalo beat Kent easily. Easily. Anybody could beat Kent this year. I'll definitely take Buffalo 100%. I'll stay away from this. Eastern Michigan, NIU. That's going to be hard. Ooh, that's going to be a hard one. I think I like the offense on this. I think I'll go over. Whatever the point spread is, I'll go with the over. I cannot pick a winner of these two matchups. Iowa beats Minnesota. Iowa's playing still decent, and they're at home. Yeah, I'll take Iowa over Minnesota. Tulane showed that they have potential to play still like they kind of used to. North Texas is okay, but when you see this matchup, you know Tulane's gonna beat North Texas, so I'm going with Tulane. Northwestern, Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska beats Northwestern. Northwestern is just horrible. I don't like Nebraska much better, but they're at home. I'll take Nebraska. West Virginia, Oklahoma State. If Oklahoma State cannot beat West Virginia after how they've been playing the last 2 weeks, then I don't know. I'd probably just stay away from this, but I think Oklahoma State is playing the better football right now. But I just stay away from this one. Pittsburgh, 100%. You know you got to go with Pittsburgh after the win they just had this week, and Wake Forest just not look good. I'll go with Pittsburgh on this matchup. Missouri's just on fire. 100% Missouri over South Carolina. Ooh, Alabama, 100% they win at home. Do they cover? Uh, I would say yes. 60% yes, the Alabama covers. I have a feeling they do have a chance of covering. Ooh, I'll just stay away from this matchup. Ooh, Oregon 100% money line. Ooh, we're gonna catch a beautiful money line on that. Oregon 100% money line, and I feel they'll cover easily. I think Wisconsin is still the better team over Illinois, so I'll take Wisconsin. Clemson is. I don't like Clemson. Nobody likes Clemson anymore, but I see Clemson winning. Clemson's defense is just too good. I'll take Clemson over Miami, and they cover the points spread. Ooh, Florida State is just a beast this year. Yeah, I take Florida State 100% money line. Let's see what the point spread is, but I'll take Florida State 100%. Ooh, Texas 100% over Houston. This isn't even going to be a game. Houston's going to get destroyed by Texas. Stay away from it. Ooh, I'll stay away from that too. Ooh, I'll stay away from this one as well. UTSA, I feel, is a really good team, but FAU is just damn. They're smoking. They scored over 51 points this week, and they were the underdogs. Yeah, I cannot touch this game. They're on fire right now. You know North Carolina's gonna win. This is 100% money line right here is gonna win. I'll see what the point spread is, but yeah, North Carolina's for real. Uh, Stay away from this game. Stay away from it. Appalachian State's still probably the better team, but I'll stay away from it. And when I say stay away, I don't mean not betting. I'm just saying don't put it in your ultimate lineup. That's all. Coastal Carolina actually looked pretty okay this week. When I see this matchup, yeah, I gotta go with Coastal Carolina over Arkansas State. Colorado State. You saw what they just did this week. Yeah, I'll go with Colorado State. Ole Miss, Auburn. Yeah, Ole Miss, 100%. They're gonna beat Auburn. Yeah, that's 100% right there. Why is the point spread -3? Be careful with that. But I don't see how Auburn could beat Ole Miss. I don't. This almost reminds me of the USC game on Notre Dame, but you see how the points go towards Ole Miss, so I'm gonna have to go with it. But no, it's actually not nothing the same because Auburn would be the -3. But no, I just don't see how Auburn could beat Ole Miss. I don't see it. I'll take Ole Miss. Very hard matchup. This I won't even touch. This I'll stay the hell away from it. Shit, I'll hide in the closet when I see this one. BYU and Texas Tech. Yeah, Texas Tech I feel has the advantage over BYU. Even though they played like crap this week, I give Texas Tech the advantage. uh, I'll take San Jose State. I'll take San Jose State. 100% LSU. Any point spread. Ooh, Michigan. 100%. Oh, there's 100%. Teaser, money line, and point. Yeah, Michigan covers this easily. Georgia State, Raging Cajuns. I'll take Raging Cajuns at home. At home, they're pretty solid. I don't like this bet too much, but I will tell you, I think they win. I think they win. Utah, USC. USC wins this after they got embarrassed this weekend. No way they don't win at home. They have to win at home. Utah is not that great. Utah played good, but no, USC is going to find a way to come back and beat Utah by over 14 points. Watch. I'll take USC. I'm definitely jumping back on them. Nevada's just horrible. I'll take San Diego State. Yeah, definitely 100%. 100% Washington is just too good of a team. Arizona State's a joke. Damn, it looks like I'm going to make some money this week. Shit, I'm calling these pretty good. UCLA, definitely the better team. I'll take them over Stanford. I know Stanford gave Colorado a hell of a game, but USC is just too good in offense. They'll beat Stanford with no problem. Oh wow, this looks like I was ready for a test, man. I feel really good. Really pay attention to what I gave you guys. You already see what I have, but I feel very good with what I just saw. And I can't wait till the lines come up. I probably won't make my bets till Wednesday or Thursday. You know, I normally just jump the gun and would do it as soon as the lines come out, but I ain't doing that this time. I'm too disciplined. I've learned too much. And believe me, I'm going to put something real solid together this week, and I'm going to destroy these guys. I guarantee you big money this week. Just keep an eye out on my bets. All right, guys, good luck.